All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is our together time portion of our service. We often invite folks, our young children, our young people, anyone who's feeling young at heart. Today's service is about intergenerational friendship, so I'm going to invite you up if you're feeling young of heart, old of heart, anywhere in between. Would love to have you up here for a little conversation. All right. So today's service, like I said, is about friendship. So I'm going to ask everybody who's up here on the steps, but also in the sanctuary, raise your hand if you have a friend who's about the same age as you. All right. Nearly universal here. All right. And why is that friendship important to you? Can I ask somebody to share that with me and I'll share it back? Why is it important to have a friend who's a similar age to you? Sure.
I had the opportunity when COVID first started out to actually meet more UUCP people than I had because there were telephone going out to a lot of people just to stay in touch. And I was very grateful that this young lady here was one of the ones who called me. And it was good to have somebody reach out. I'm still kind of hunkered down a lot, but we stayed in touch. And over time, this friendship developed because we were in touch with each other. We were spending time with each other. And the opportunity to do that is not always there. You know, we're in our lives and we've kind of made partitions in the way things go, and the people we grew up with and the people we do. And what I found out is that here in UU, because we have this closeness and we have this wonderful time after service to get to know each other. And I've used that time to try and get to know people my age, a little younger than me, and a lot younger than me. And there are also opportunities, one in particular, and I'm going to have to ask him to help me with it. What's the name of our group? Navigators, yeah. One of the bad things about old age is you kind of forget things sometimes. The Navigators group, it was on the web when it first started out, and I had the opportunity to interact a lot with these young people. And I've kind of stepped back a little bit because they're going out and they're doing stuff, and I haven't, felt quite there yet. But I still know them. I still get to talk to them, and it really is something that makes my life happier, that I have these opportunities, and I see things differently. I hear things differently, and I hope that people I'm working with get it too. And I know Amy tells me a lot, that we get a lot about that. And I think that if we all just open up a little bit and we can share this across the community here and out in the world, that there's a lot of value to be had in being able to learn from new people. I'm learning from you right now. Just the way you smile and you're paying attention, and those kind of things. So thank you for the time to do this.
Thank you so much for sharing that, John Reed. Lots of chances here at UUCP to get to know folks who are of a different generation. So we saw a lot of hands that went up for folks who have a friend who's about their same age, already starting to talk about friends who are maybe some different ages than us. So who has a friend who's maybe 5 years older or younger than you, at least? Again, a lot. Keep it up if you've got a friend who's 10 years older or younger than you. Okay. 20? A lot of hands still up. 30? 40? All right. So folks who still have their hands up, I'm curious if you'd be willing to share, not to put you on the spot, or anyone else who had their hand up, why that was important to you or what you've gained from that friendship with someone who had such a significant age difference with you.
I mean, I'm cheating, but it's my son.
Oh, there we go. All right, yes. For folks who might not have heard that, shared that they're cheating because it's their son, right? But this is, right, our families are one of the places where we have our closest intergenerational relationships, and I don't think that's cheating at all. How wonderful to truly value and find our family members to be our friends. Yeah, John.
It's nice to be able to hang out with people at the same maturity levels.
So our folks online who wouldn't have caught that from the mic, John says it's nice to hang out with people who are of the same maturity level as me. Yes. There's a debate about whether that means more or less mature. What else do folks gain from their friendships?
I'm much more friendly with my father than I ever anticipated that I would be. And so when I was thinking, like, do you have a friend that's, significantly older than you? He really is. And it's just like, our relationship continues to evolve because I continue to drop shields and guards and stuff that I thought I wouldn't tell him. As he gets older and his life gets to be a little bit more precious to me, I just everything's down.
Yeah. And I should have passed you the mic. I'm sorry about that. But just to do a very poor job of repeating that, Sam is sharing that from the child's perspective about what that means to have a really close friendship with your parent, to have that change over time and be more open with one another and just be open to how things evolve, because no friendship stays the same, right? They're all growing and changing, sometimes in ways that feel really good, sometimes in ways that don't feel quite so good. But that's part of life. Everything is growing and evolving. Thanks for sharing that. All right. Yeah, Jez.
I like the challenge of different dimensions. We're all at different places in life, and it helps my mind be more flexible.
Yeah, so Jez is sharing that there's a challenge, right? But it's a good challenge to be around folks that are at different ages and stages from us, that it opens our perspective, that we think about things from different perspectives, more flexible. I think that carries over into every aspect of our life. Great. Well, we have a really fun, as you've seen, lots of great music going on. We want it to be interactive, sing along. There's more space in the aisles than usual for dancing. So we are going to invite you all to stay up here if this is where you're comfortable, to move back to somewhere else in the sanctuary where you're comfortable. One of the things that brings intergenerational groups together, including families, are the holidays. So our next song is going to be a sing-along of a medley of a little bit of Christmas in July. We are going to be doing Jingle Bells and Deck the Halls.